peeps, it's Mariela and I am here to talk about one of my favorite subjects, the magnificent masterpiece that is the Harry Potter series. With the recent release of Pictures from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find the movie, we have a brand new set of witches and wizards to fall in love with. But no matter how good Newt Scamander and his comrades will be, they will never replace the boy who lived, the brightest witch of her age, and the king. But with this new era of magical history in the horizon, we thought it would be nice to check up on the cast of the original Harry Potter and see how their careers have changed after the Battle of Hogwarts. First off, the chosen one himself, Daniel Radcliffe. He had a brief brush of fame on the Broadway stage with the plays How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying and The Cripple of Inishmaan after the Harry Potter franchise ended. Then he had a taste of almost every genre in the film industry, from horror to rom-com. His most recent project, playing Igor in the movie Victor Frankenstein, is due out in a few short weeks. Next on the list, Rupert Grint. The adorable ginger who played the king, Ronald Weasley, took a dive in the indie film world with movies like Into the White and the Macbeth adaptation of Enemy of Man. A couple of days ago, it was announced that Grint also has a television pilot on NBC lined up for a drama about the comic book Imperial City. Can't wait to see what our king has for us next. My personal favorite and our queen, Emma Watson, has taken the most radical turns in her career since she left the magical world. She graduated from Brown University with a degree in literature and became an ambassador of women's rights for the United Nations. She also founded the campaign of He for She, which calls for men to advocate in the feminist movement. Besides her changing the world one badass speech at a time, she also starred movies like The Perks of Being a Wallflower and Noah. Her latest installment is a psychological thriller of regression and her embodiment of one of the classic Disney princesses, Belle, in Disney's live-action version of The Beauty and the Beast. Our next Harry Potter star is no other than the resident heartbreaker, Matthew Lewis, who played the beloved Neville Longbottom. Since Harry Potter ended, he took on various films such as The Syndicate, The Rise, and Bluestone 42. One of his latest projects is the movie Me Before You alongside our favorite Targaryen, Emilia Clarke. Besides taking the film industry by storm, he also decided to pursue a master's degree from Leeds Metropolitan College. Oh, and did I mention that he also starred in a pretty steamy photo shoot recently that completely shed the image of chubby little awkward Neville Longbottom? One of the few on this list that is leaving a big mark on the American television world is Alfred Enoch, who played the character of lovable Dean Thomas. Enoch took a few small television gigs, such as an appearance on the shows Sherlock and Mount Pleasant, but you might have most recently seen him on the outstanding drama How to Get Away with Murder, opposite award-winning actress Viola Davis. He's truly making a name for himself in the TV business, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more of him in the coming years. Lastly, he who must not... who cares? Lastly, Voldemort himself. Ralph Fiennes already had a pretty impressive and movie-filled resume before he was even part of the Harry Potter family. And now he added more exceptional movies to his list, such as Skyfall and the UT alum Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel. What is his latest role? Oh, no big deal. He's just appearing with Daniel Craig in the very anticipated Bond film, Spectre. Well, that is all, sneak peeps. Make sure to stay tuned. Back to you guys.